Hello there, beautiful human, and welcome to your yoga practice. I am Andrea Dawn, and this is a practice for our hands and our wrists. So much of our life is experienced through our hands and our wrists, and oftentimes they get skipped over in our practice. So that is what today is all about. Find yourself in a comfortable seat, and we'll just take that extra moment to really ground in, tune in, and arrive. Body, breath. Ears over shoulders, over hips. Hands in a comfortable position. If you feel like you want your energy to be a little bit more grounded and stable, palms face down. If you feel like you're in need of a little bit of an uplifting energy, palms face up to receive. You are welcome to join me in an Om or simply receive. If you're choosing to join in, inhale. Soft turn upward of the lips, and we will get started today. You can remove any props that you might be using to sit on, and we're just going to come to a wide leg seated position. So open your legs, flex your feet, tilt your pelvis slightly forward. Reach your hands out in front, and we'll just start by drawing back on our fingers. And then you can pull back individually. So you can pull back the thumb, the forefinger, the middle finger, the ring, and then the pinky. And we'll do that to the other hand. Tune your awareness into where you're feeling. Remember, the quality of the practice is how much attention you pay to it. Good, then let's shake the wrists out. Interlace the fingers and give yourself a figure 8. And then in the other direction. So how much of you is doing what you're doing? When we disperse ourselves, one part of us is thinking about one thing, another part of us is doing another thing. We disperse the amount of energy and quality of the experience. All right, then we're going to place the hands palms face down, wrist crease away from you. Good, and then lift the heel of the hand. So it's like you're pressing down on that space where the fingers and the hand connect. Amazing. And then we'll turn the hands back around, and this time we're going to go palms face up. And as you're here, we're going to just do a little tapping. So you'll connect the thumb to the pinky, and then the ring, and then the middle, and then the forefinger. Pinky, ring, thumb, forefinger, but the palms are face up, fingers facing in towards you. And if you can't reach, it's okay. It's just the energy of the action happening. So we can move away from the idea of like, how good am I doing something, right? Because that comes with all of these pre-programmed ideas of what is good. More so about how much attention am I paying? All right, then let all of that go. Shake out the wrists. And now we'll counter the action we've been doing with our legs. So we've been in this abduction, now we'll take it into adduction. So just plant the hands behind you, step the feet wide, knock the knees into the midline. And then you can give yourself a few windshield wipers from side to side. Good, and now we'll come to sit onto the heels. So if this is too much onto the knees, you can always place a blanket or a prop underneath the heel at the ankle level here, or you can just sit in a different way. But what we're going to do is some strengthening for the hands. So we'll start with the arms extended in front, palms open, and then just open, close, open, close, open, close. Keep going. Faster, 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 and slow it down. Good, then we'll interlace the hands, press the palms up to the sky, and side bend to the left. Swirl it down and forward, back up. Side bend to the right. Down and forward, and then we'll come to all fours. So once you get to all fours, we're just going to see about bringing one finger back at a time. So what I'm going to do is keep the palm face down, but I'm going to bring my forefinger back, right? So that I've got the middle finger, ring finger, pinky forward, and then the thumb is just going to sit down behind me. So I'm kind of trying to stretch out this space right here. And then we'll switch to the middle finger. And then the ring. And then the pinky. That one's a little tricky. All right, and then we'll do the other side. So palm stays face down, just the forefinger will go back. Then the middle. Then the ring. And then the pinky. Good, now we'll do some cat-cows. But we're going to play with it by turning the palms face down, but fingers in towards you. And if it's too much to have the fingers face in towards you, they can be turned out towards the side. A little micro bend in the elbow, and then you'll inhale to lift the tail, drop the belly. Exhale to lift the belly button up towards the spine. Let the chest bone fall towards the pubic bone and the head fall. Push the floor away. And a few rounds like that. And remember, this practice is always about your agency and exploring your body. It's brand new in this moment, every single moment. So you could do things like just turn in different angles and directions and see how that feels. And then after you've done a few rounds like that, we're going to flip the palms so that they're face up. And it might be too much to have both palms that way, so you could do just one at a time. So as you do the cat and the cow, you might feel different sensations in the forearms and the front of the wrists. And then it's your job to observe and evaluate how much feeling is enough feeling, and is that feeling a healthy stretch, or does it feel like a pinch or a pain? So oftentimes the feeling is uncomfortable, and so we're getting comfortable with being uncomfortable, but also recognizing and tuning our awareness to the subtleties of what is actually painful. All right, and then we'll let that go. Sit back onto the heels, shake out the wrists once again. And we're going to play with a little bit of a mudra flow. So all we're going to do is you can sit in any way that feels comfortable, whether that's seated onto your heels, that's how I'm going to sit, or maybe it's in a sukhasana, an easy seat with the legs crossed. And all we're going to do is reach the arms up And we're going to find Kali Mudra. So what you're going to do is you're going to steeple the forefingers, left thumb in front of right. Right? So you find that Kali Mudra. Kali is a fierce goddess, always by our side when we need help in making room for new space, so destroying what's not serving us. And we're going to bring that down, point it downwards, open the hands up, reach them up high, and then find that Kali Mudra again. And then we'll start to link that with our breath. I love using mudras in flow. So not only are they helpful for stretching out our fingers, but also for setting intention and embracing and embodying any energy that feels like it's necessary to enhance your life and whatever it is and whatever experience that you're going through. And then we'll bring it down, hands through prayer. Keep the hands in prayer. And feel free to use this practice anytime. Every day would be amazing. Just think of all of the things we do, the repetition we make with our hands that we need to counter. And just paying attention to these beautiful, beautiful, beautiful little fingers that help us experience so much of this amazing, incredible life. Always a blessing, honor, and privilege my heart sees and feels and smiles to yours. Namaste, yogis.